In April of 2012, Google Docs became Google Drive. Part of the reason for that was because Google added cloud storage and a lot of other powerful changes to the app, and so they changed the name to Google Drive. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how Google Drive can be used for both synchronous and asynchronous collaboration, plus a whole lot of other stuff, but we don't have time for that. Now, I'll just go up to the Drive part of the app menu, and we'll go to the demo folder here just to get started, and we'll start a new document. And by the way, on the left side of the screen, you're looking at Gary Hugh. That's me in Korea, and I work at Hanyang University, thus HYU is part of my name. And on the right side of your screen, you're looking at Gary B, and that's me in Canada. And if I just click here, I think you can see, yeah, my email address is, of course, Gary UBC in Canada. And so that's the right side of the screen is a different person from the left side of the screen. There we have Gary Hugh, and here we have Gary B. All right, so let me get on with the demonstration. As you can see, I've created this document called Demo, and I need to just put a few words of text in here, so bear with me. Through the wonders of video editing, I've been able to just copy, and now I will paste some fake text in here to spare us from having to watch me type. And here we have a document all ready to share. So here's where we click on the share button. And there are several different ways of sharing. One of the most popular ways, I think, is just copying and pasting this link. It's not my favorite way because there are better ways, in my opinion. You can use Gmail, you can use Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. Just for an example, I'll go to Google+, and now if it's on private, it will not let you share to Google+, so you have to change it to anyone with a link, and then the green button lights up, and then you can do so. Share with anyone in your circles, and there it comes up. I have a test circle that I could share with. I won't this time though, just because it may complicate the demonstration. But if there were several people in your group that you wanted to share with at the same time, you would just click on share and it would be done. And you could also send an email to everyone to let them know that you have just shared with them. Another way to share is just by typing in someone's email address, which is what I'll do right now. Of course, I'll be sharing with myself in Vancouver at UBC. I can only dream. And as you can see here, there's a drop down that gives three choices. You could have the person allowed to edit, or allowed to only comment, or permission to only view the document you're sharing. Most of the time people will just use can edit because that's what it's all about, this peer editing and collaboration process. You can have them notified by email, which is what I'll leave checked on here, and hopefully we'll see the email pop into this box. There it is there. So now Gary at UBC has received the email from Gary at Hanyang University. There he is, Hanyang. And we'll click on this to open it up, and Gary at UBC can see that, oh, he has a shared document. Let's find out what it's about. And there it is. The same document ready to work on at the same time. Now, there's a couple things that I need to point out right at the beginning because it sometimes confuses me, and it's better that I get it out of the way now because it may confuse you. Notice that we have two squares at the top here, and we have two squares at the top on this side. There should only be one square on each side. What it's showing is Gary Hanyang is the green square, and that's me on the left side here. I shouldn't be seeing this little green square. I should only be seeing the one that tells me that Gary from UBC over here is working on the document. Now over on this side, Gary from UBC can see that Gary from Hanyang is 2 times. So this is a bug. This is something that has annoyed me for some time about this Google Drive, but it's the only bug that I've found so far. And eventually what will happen is one square will disappear from here and the other square will disappear from here, and then everything will be all hunky-dory, as they say. Right now, though, it's a bit confusing, and I have experienced that sometimes when I've been collaborating with people in my groups. Now, looking at what you can do with this, Gary from Hanyang University is going to make an edit. He's going to just type something over top of that, and you can see that Gary from UBC was able to watch him doing that. See the little green flag right there? That's telling him that Gary from HYU, that's the guy in green, has just done an edit right over here. Okay, and now Gary from HYU is going to delete the last paragraph, and you can see that Gary from UBC is able to observe this, and if he wanted to, he could say, "Oh, please stop." Of course he won't, though, because he's too polite. And there it's done. Now there are so many other things that I'd like to show you. I'll just get to it as quickly as I can. We have chat available, okay, and you can see that Gary Hugh has opened up his chat box, and he can type something in here and press the enter key, and now Gary from UBC has been notified that there is a chat thing happening, and there you can see he's received his hi there greeting, and he can say hi there back. Okay, so that's very cool, very useful for quick communication on the side. Another good tool is the commenting tool. So Gary Hugh can either press the comment button up here and make a general comment about the document in general. Oops, exclamation point didn't come. There it is. Okay. And right away Gary B from UBC can read that comment and either reply or resolve it by saying, well, resolve it in some way if there was something that needed to be resolved. And so there you can see commenting going back and forth in this manner. Now there's another way of doing it that I think is even better. If you want to pick a specific part of the passage, you can see that you can right click on whatever specific part you want, click comment, and say something like that. And if I move this over now, you'll see that it's off in the margin as it was from Gary Hugh. Both of them are seeing the same comment. As you may have noticed, there is now just one square on each side of the screen, which is a true indication that I did stop taping for a while and went off air. But anyway, this is great because now you can see that Google Drive does self-correct, and we have it correctly showing just one person at each end, which is what I was griping about earlier. Now, what I was looking for and had to go off air to find was the comments notification setting. Very important for asynchronous collaboration, because you can actually get email notifications every time someone makes a change on the document. That is fantastic. And also, I noticed while I was off the air that here's a third way of inserting a comment. I showed you here before, and I showed you here with a right click before, and I just realized now I can show you here with another click right there. So lots of commenting and collaboration affordances that are built right into this wonderful application. Finally, for teachers who are interested in keeping close tabs on what their students are doing, I need to show you something called See Revision History. There you see it under the File menu, and you can click on it, and you can get a revision history of what the students have been doing. Another place where you can get the revision history is right up under here where it says comments. If you click there, you'll get the revision history up there too. And better yet, if you click on the show more detailed revisions, you'll get a lot of detail. So this is an excellent tool in so many ways. There are so many affordances that I don't know where to begin counting them all, but it's a delight to be able to use this application, and I think the more of us who do use it and share it with one another, the better it will be for students everywhere. It's great for distance education, it's great for collaboration, and some things that I haven't even thought of yet. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been useful.